About to show y'all is something that isn't new. In fact, this is a speech supposedly given by Vladimir Putin in 2013. But I just want to show y'all this portion of the speech. It's just about 2 minutes long because it's pretty incredible. And then I'll have a little something to say afterwards.
Внешнеполитические и моральные аспекты. Мы видим, как многие евроатлантические страны фактически пошли по пути отказа от своих корней, в том числе и от христианских ценностей, составляющих основу западной цивилизации. Отрицаются нравственные начала и любая традиционная идентичность, национальная, культурная, религиозная или даже половая. Проводится политика, ставящая на один уровень многодетную семью и однополое партнерство, веру в Бога или веру в сатану. Эксцессы политкорректности доходят до того, что всерьез говорится о регистрации партий, ставящих своей целью пропаганду педофилии. Люди во многих европейских странах стыдятся и боятся говорить о своей религиозной принадлежности. Праздники отменяют уже. Или называют их как-то по-другому, стыдливо прячут саму суть этого праздника, нравственную основу этих праздников. И эту модель пытаются агрессивно навязывать всему миру. Убежден, это прямой путь к деградации и примитивизации, глубокому демографическому и нравственному кризису. Что еще может быть большим свидетельством морального кризиса человеческого социума, как не утрата способности к самовоспроизводству? А сегодня практически все развитые страны уже не могут воспроизводить себя, причем даже с помощью миграции. Без ценностей, заложенных в христианстве и других мировых религиях, без формирования без формировавшихся тысячелетиями норм морали и нравственности, люди неизбежно утратят человеческое достоинство. И мы считаем естественным и правильным эти ценности отстаивать. Нужно уважать право любого меньшинства на отличие, но и право большинства. Право большинства не должно быть поставлено под сомнение. Одновременно мы видим попытки тем или иным способом реанимировать однополярную унифицированную модель мира, размыть институт международного права и национального суверенитета. Такому однополярному, унифицированному миру не нужны суверенные государства. Ему нужны вассалы. В историческом смысле это отказ от своего лица, от данного Богом природы многообразия мира.
Okay. Okay, so, wow. Wow, just wow, right? I know that this is probably not new to some of you. Some of you have probably seen this before. Well, is any of it untrue? Is one word of what he said, given that the translation is correct, which I've never seen anyone dispute the translation, but I don't speak Russian, so I can't know for completely sure. But I've seen this video many places. The translation's always the same. So, is one single bit of what he said in that speech untrue? What were some of the things he said? He talked about how in Western countries are ashamed of, are being encouraged to be ashamed of their heritage, their traditional heritage, their religious or ethnic heritage, and faith in God is seen as essentially equal to faith in Satan, and even pedophilia is becoming legitimized, and I don't know. I mean, I'm not just gonna. I don't want to just summarize what was said in the speech, but this is. I mean, how can you not say "wow" when you hear that speech? Now, does that mean? Does that mean that Putin is definitely a good guy? No, it doesn't mean that. But what he's saying in this speech is definitely true, and these are the kind of truths that we do not hear from our own so-called leaders in the West. He's telling the truth about the state of things in the West right now. And this speech was made in 2013. It's even more true now. Things have regressed even more. Things have degenerated even to a greater degree than they were degenerate when the speech was given. So we're left with two possibilities. Putin might be, and the idea I am least willing to entertain, because I am cynical about people in politics and about world leaders. But I mean, it's a possibility when you see somebody out telling the truth in a manner like this that is so breathtakingly, so ballsy, like saying things that you're basically not allowed to say, saying things that need to be said, that should be said, saying things that are in dire need of being said, and not just being said, but being, understood, and these kinds of trends being fought against, with all of our God-given might, everything that we have, all the strength we have at our disposal, whatever that might be, whatever our particular strengths or weaknesses or virtues or flaws that we are given. These are things that we need to be fighting against, and we need to be fighting for. That which has lost momentum in the Western world, having been replaced by these various baleful trends. So, what are we to make of Putin from this speech? It is just one speech over the course of an entire career in politics. So maybe he's saying these things for political advantage. Maybe he's saying these things, to try to establish his own country, Russia, as some kind of bulwark against this type of corruption. Again, maybe he's saying it in a way that's opportunistic and hypocritical. It's very possible. Look, I'm not here to sing the praises of Russia, or sing the praises of Vladimir Putin, but I do think that seeing a man give a speech like this is pretty damn rare. You don't see people in the West, you don't see politicians in the West talk this way. Even the supposedly conservative ones, you don't see them quite go this far, right? Again, though, it is just a speech, and he is a politician, but hell, if this is who they want me to fight against, this is who they want to conscript our sons, to go fight World War III against this guy, and his army. I'm thinking, kind of like General Patton said at the end of World War II, where we fought the wrong we fought the wrong enemy. We're fighting the wrong enemy. That's what comes to mind for me. Now, I say that again with a healthy degree of cynicism. I'm not saying what you see is what you get here. I'm not saying, he obviously is a good man who means what he says or anything like that. But I do think this has to be taken into account. If this guy is willing to say these kinds of things, then I don't know. I mean, even if the worst interpretation is applied here, and he's just saying these things opportunistically to win praise for his nation, or to get people in the West who are conservative leaning, who don't like the way things are going, to be sympathetic to him and his nation. Even if that's all that he's doing, I think the point that is made in the speech that, a unipolar world where the ruling class is the ruling claque, I would say, is exclusively taken from Western so-called leaders, and oligarchs like the Charles Schwabs and the Bill Gates and company. That's not the kind of world that would be good. That's not the kind of world that would be desirable. Even if it's a hypocritical speech and Russia is, just as immoral in its own way as the West is now, even if Russia is not the bulwark of morality that Putin would want us to think that it is, still, I think there is definitely something to be said for wanting to see some spanner thrown into this mix, to something to stop this juggernaut. We are not well served by the ruling class that rules, whether elected or not, the majority of the Western world today. So, if Russia can come in and fuck things up a little bit, I think that's all for the best. I will stick with that. Most cynical interpretation, and that's where I'll take my stand. So, am I wrong? Am I right? Let me know. Let me know below, one way or the other. Thanks for watching.